Good afternoon everyone. Welcome back. This is one of my second videos and just want to share a really favorite recipe with you guys. Firstly, you can see we've got all the ingredients ready. I'll just point out the ingredients. We've actually got for the fry off, we've got some cumin, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of whole coriander seeds, and then that's chopped up, these are chopped up curry leaves. I've actually got garam masala. I'll put in a comment on how I did the homemade garam masala. We've got ginger, garlic and chili paste here. Chopped up tomatoes. You can use the fresh ones or the canned ones. I've got the onions and coriander, the fresh coriander. So we'll just start off by frying the first lot. So I'll just show you here. So once your oil is heated up, just there will be a splatter, so just put in some curry leaves and then just stay away from the heat at this time. There's a bit of splatter, and then you just put in your cumin and the rest of the whole ingredients and then just fry it for a few seconds. And then I'll just add my onions in now. And just fry off your onions. We actually need to spread the onions, so we'll need it to fry for a few minutes, I would say, or depending on when the onions all sweated up and becomes translucent and then a little bit brown. So once that's done, I'll show you how to put the rest of the ingredients in. Okay, so we can see our onions kind of, if you can see closely, it's browning up. So just before it browns up a little way too much, I'm actually going to add some ginger garlic paste that you can crush it, you can pound it, depends on how you do it. And then you just add that in and then fry the whole sort of thing together until, the onions sort of fried up. And sort of mix it together and let it cook off now together. Okay, so I'm going to now add, you can see our ginger garlic. So this is the onion, the ginger garlic paste in the oil. It's sort of frying up now. So at this stage, I usually add in the spices. So I'm going to add, there's not a lot of spice that we use in this curry, so I'm just going to add the turmeric powder, which is haldi, and then fry it off. And then I'm going to add the garam masala that I've made at home, and then mix it together. And then you can add either your canned or your chopped up tomato at this stage, and then you can leave the heat on medium so that your spices actually start frying off, but you need it to be mixed up together nicely. So just be patient at this stage and then let the whole sort of thing form into a cut up a paste. So we'll just let that sort of fry off on low and medium heat for now. Okay, so as we can see, the paste is now it's actually forming into a paste. At this stage, this is one of my really, something that's very close to my heart. It's actually the roe that we get from the female crabs. All my Fiji Indian friends and Fijians would know this, and that's kind of our all-time favorite. We actually fry it off usually at this stage. So this is something that, it's by choice. If you like it, you can add it. If you don't, you can just skip it and not, put in the roe. But I'm telling you, it's really delicious if you actually, we are born and brought up with this taste. So it's just by, if you are used to it, it's okay, go ahead. If you don't like the roe, minus that sort of step, and then yeah, so this is, it usually thickens up just sort of similar like egg. So you need to fry it off just to get that, you know, I would say the seafood kind of smell, or you know, the fragrance, you know, out of the curry. And then sort of, as you can see, the paste is kind of thickening with that egg, with the roe. And then I'll just let it fry off until I actually see the oil, sort of, you know, you can see the oil's coming up, so just an indication that it's actually frying. So just for a few minutes, and then just keep stirring, again on low heat, so you know, you're not burning it off, but you're actually cooking. And then if you need to, you can add, I usually try and add a little bit of water as well, just to sort of give it a little bit of liquid to cook that roe properly. So I'm just going to add maybe like a little bowl of water. And then once you've added that, what I'll do is I'll just show you the crabs that I've got. So I just went to the fishmonger, and I've got, this is 2 medium mud crabs, female. So he just cut this off for me. And then so I'm just going to add this now. And then we'll just stir fry, or you know, mix up everything in together, so all the pieces of crab gets coated with the spice, the gravy. And at this stage, what I'll do is I'll just also add a little bit of chili powder. I had chilies in the garlic paste, but I just like a little bit of extra hotness. So again, you can add more chilies if you want to, or you can just add chilies according to your taste. But nice spicy crab tastes really if it's really spicy as well. So just fry it for, I would say, a few minutes, just so that it gets all the flavors in. See, it's all mixed up, so we'll just leave it without covering to fry for a few minutes, and then we'll cover it, and then once we've covered it, we'll simmer it, and then we'll come back to it. Okay friends, so we've been letting this cook for a few minutes on medium heat, so you can see it's coming in together. It's cooking, frying off. You can see all the crabs have been coated with the gravy. So at this stage, what we can do is we can cover it, and then depending on if you like a little bit of gravy in it, or if you like it dry, you can add water and then cover it and then cook it until the consistency of water you like. So I usually like it little bit of gravy, so I'm going to add a little bit of water at this stage, maybe in few seconds, and then cover it. So depending on the type of curry you like it gravy, you put water. You don't like gravy, if you want to have this for entree, then you know, I would suggest on little bit of high heat, sort of keep frying off, and then you know, cook it little for about few seconds covered, and then that's it. So with my one, here you go, I'll add a cup of water, a glass of water, and then on medium heat, I'll just let this cook or simmer off. So now I know that the meat gets cooked up, the flesh. But with obviously seafood, we all know that you don't really need to cook seafood for too long. The lesser it gets cooked, the tastier and the fresh it is. Like, you don't want the meat to be tough. So the meats obviously, you don't eat. It depends. I mean, if you like to cook it for too long, that's fine. But I prefer, like, this just needs a few more minutes. And then now I'm going to just cover it and then let it simmer, and then we'll come back to it. Okay, I'm just coming back to it just to show you guys. So the gravy's about 2 minutes been simmering, and this is how it looks with a little bit of gravy. The roe that I actually used, I think that plays a huge part in the gravy. I mean, it just takes the gravy to a sort of, I think, a different level. It gets mixed. Like, there's a consistency of like a corn flour paste, but obviously this is just due to the roe, I think, and it just tastes awesome. I've just done a taste tester, so I'm just going to cook it for another few, maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, so this is the last stage. I think my crab curry is nearly ready. I'm just going to sprinkle actually a lot of coriander leaves on it. The coriander leaves just gives a lot of flavor, garnishing, and I don't know, just with curries it goes well. So I'm just going to leave the gravy as it is. I won't thicken it anymore. I think when I take it off the stove, it's going to get a little bit more thickened. So this is it, guys. I hope you, sorry about the noise, I've just got a truck down my front lane doing something. Yeah, the curry's sort of ready. You can take it off the stove and enjoy. Bon appetit.